Okay, Beth, show me your living room. I love this fireplace.
Okay, first of all, this is the reason I fell in love with this house. I was searching online and I saw a picture of a white brick open fireplace and basically was sold.
Tell us about yourself, Beth.
I'm Beth Jones. I have a YouTube channel called B Jones Style, and it is the tagline, the sign off every time is always play dress up. So this is my favorite room in my house because I love the high ceilings in here. It makes it feel really open. I was not a big fan of big L-shaped couches, but my husband really wanted one. I searched on Craigslist. I'm a big thrift Craigslist flea market girl. And I found this amazing couch. It was probably, I looked online, I think it was about a $1,500 couch and I got it for 300 bucks. And I loved the idea of floating it in the middle of the room. Even though it's not a ton of space, but we can go in and out and walk through into the outside area and
feels fluid.
Yeah, it does. It feels really fluid, and this house is all about fluidity. It's mid-century and it's really open. These chairs were a flea market find. I love the story of this because I actually walked into the flea market searching and searching, and I said to a friend who was with me, I said, I want like velvety, kind of green blue chairs with a mid-century look to them. That's what I'm looking for today. I was searching, did not find them. Thought I was out of luck. And then the last booth I went to, they had this set that was exactly what I wanted. It matches the rug, which that's another thing that I love.
It's actually so amazing and insane because I was like, it's like neutral around the outside, but then the inside is like, has like pinks and reds, and that's really cool.
I based the whole room off of this rug, the colors. I love this ottoman with the big fur on it. This was another flea market find, and it was, I think, a cast off from an old rug or something, and they were selling it for like $20, and this is actually not a great ottoman underneath, but when you throw a big fur rug on top, it looks a little fab. I feel like my style is a mishmash of everything. There's never, I don't know, every day I'm completely different. It's usually involving like vintage and thrift, maybe designer found at Crossroads thrown in there. And that's why and that's how my house is too. It's like a mishmash of everything. It's collection. So many of the things I have in my house are either from a thrift store, vintage store, Craigslist, flea market, and it's playing dress up. You don't have to just play dress up on your body, you can play dress up in your house.
Okay, tell me about like this paint, like.
Oh, okay. Before I had done anything in this house, we bought the house, it was empty, we had our ceiling scraped, and we painted it black and white. I like it to feel a little bohemian, almost traveled, as if I've gone places. It could be in Italy maybe, I don't know. And I saw lots of beautiful homes with this black and white look, and I thought that was a really cool central part of the house. But it's a great neutral, even though it makes a statement. With my shelfie.
That's what they say.
Yes. Of course, just books up there. I did them color coded or kind of rainbowish. You know, little shells from the beach, a little picture of my son, and then just kind of little art pieces that could have been from anywhere, which some of them are from thrift stores and some of them really are from some of our travels. So it's kind of a fun little way to style up a shelf. We were talking about like doing gallery walls, and you were talking about like how do you do a gallery wall, and I don't really even plan that. I just go with my gut.
I love it.
I just throw things up on the wall with what I.
Because what's the worst case scenario?
You have to take it off the wall and start over.
Yeah, it's easy.
Life's not perfect. I know. Have fun. Some of these I've had for years, since my very first home, and really most of them are thrift store finds. I found this at a Goodwill locally probably 10 years ago, as well as this piece, which then I feel like helped me create the whole idea of the rest of the gallery wall. So I was looking for pieces that had this kind of orange in it, or brown, or that neutral. What I usually do with gallery walls is I often lay it on the ground to kind of see how I want to piece the pieces together. But I have to say, I really do kind of just go with my gut. I'm not a big planned out person. I knew I wanted this to be the central piece, so I hung that first, and then I kind of, as if I was doing a puzzle, I just started to place the other pieces. I'm gonna tell you a little secret.
Yeah.
So this actually makes me a lot less cool. I have fake plants, lots of fake plants in my house because I cannot keep plants alive, which I really wish I could. I can outside, inside my house I have a really hard time. So I do have some amazing plants in my house, but they're all fake.
Where did you even get this? Like, and also, every time I see fake plants that look good or look real, they're like crazy expensive.
Yeah, okay, so this is another good story. My mother-in-law called me one day and said, I'm out by the dump at my work and there's this huge tree. Do you want it? I said, yes, I for sure want it. I don't care if I don't like it, I just want to see it. And so she brought it and it was amazing. The key is get a really great pot for it to sit in that looks like kind of aged and cool and gives a little bit of anchoring. And I don't know, it's fake, but I think it looks pretty good. And I love how high it is because then I feel like it raises the ceiling and makes it feel really open in here. So that's my tip.
Beth has incredible personal style. I feel like it translates really well to your home, which is why I wanted to do this, because I feel like you always represent yourself as such a unique, I don't know, it's you, it's Beth. And I feel like when you show your home, it's you, it's Beth.
And if I'm gonna say it comes from anywhere, it's Carrie Bradshaw from Sex and the City. She was like my original inspiration. She never really followed rules. Every day was completely different. She was like characters depending on what was going on in her life, and I loved it. And my house is kind of the same. It's just like, every room kind of is different. It feels collected. I mean, there's definitely probably a running theme of the 70s somewhere always, even in my personal style and my home style. I love oranges and browns and creams and those 70s colors, and I'm always a fan of like big hair, even though today it's not big, but
it's a little Farrah.
Yeah, oh yeah, I definitely have like Farrah going on, or Jerry Hall.
Oh, I like that, yeah.
And I do love the 80s, so I can get into that as well. Anything that's just a little extra.
Oh yeah, you're a little extra, Beth. I like it.
Okay, so also I'm a mom of 2 boys, so definitely lots of activity going on in my house at all times, and you always have, you know, toys everywhere. So we got these bins at Home Goods, and I like them because they look very cool and great, but then at the same time you can throw a bunch of kid crap in them, and they're a little less noticeable. I tuck them up under here. I feel like with the burlap sacks you don't notice it as much. This is one of our original pieces. We inherited this mirror from our previous owners at our original house, and I've loved it ever since. And they had it up on the wall. I took it off the wall and I've leaned it up against the wall, which for me, I can then check out my outfit, see how I feel, do a little dance in front of it. I definitely get some dance moves in front of this mirror. And again, I love a huge mirror like this, reflects the whole room and makes the room feel more open. I feel like if we didn't have this here, it would actually feel more kind of closed in. So I love this mirror.
See, you guys, isn't Beth the best ever? You have a house tour too. So I'll link to that so you guys can check out the whole house. And also, where can we find you? Because you do like a ton of thrift stuff. You do a ton. I love it. Like, tell people.
I have, my YouTube channel is Be Jones Style. I do a ton of like come thrifting with me style videos. I do what I wore, which is a whole week of getting dressed. You get to watch from inside my closet out as I get dressed for 7 days. And then I'm on Instagram at Be Jones Style, and that's the same kind of stuff, just in pictures. And now there's IGTV. Not that we're competing with YouTube.
Oh my gosh, there you go. Wow, I haven't even gotten into IGTV. But okay, I'll link to everything, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.